Okay, welcome back to part 2 of Lagos. Last week I started doing the video and realized it was a little longer than I wanted it to be, so I made it into 2. So this is the rest of the part about driving around the city and more of the hotel and the property itself, the resort. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So this is one of 2 main pool areas. They are not heated. The wading pool and the larger main pool, and then there's one for adults only. Also, the rooms do not have towels changed daily, and this explains that it's to save for the environment, so they do it twice a week. I honestly think it's just to save money, but you think about it. This is the pool area for Section 5. That's where I stayed. Now, all of the buildings you're seeing to the right are the Section 5. It's like 3 main buildings, and I was in the 3rd one. And I'm going to get a closer look later, but I just wanted to give you an overview of who used this pool and how large it is from a distance. So it was a pretty decent size, so you can use the pool in your section or one of the other pools that I showed you before, the local pool, or basically the main pool, which everybody can access from the main building. Now you're looking at the main entrance to the property. Turn right for the beach. This is just to give you an example of the lights. This is as bright as it gets. So if you're coming in and trying to do makeup, it's like, what is that, LCD lights? Those, well, it's not very bright in here. Actually, it's brighter on my phone than it is in real life. So it looks better on the phone, I have to say, than it does when I'm looking in the mirror. Just to give you an idea of the darkness. I'm surprised that my phone is making it so bright, but even my phone had to make adjustments for you to see to see it better. Just to give you an idea.
In 0.1 miles, at the roundabout, continue straight.
This is my favorite roundabout. Yep.
At the roundabout, take the 3rd exit.
So why do I call this one my favorite? Because when you look at the fountain, it has the shape of a ship, and the water is the sails. So I just thought it was so unique that I really did like this one in particular. It just really was magnificent the way they made it look like a ship. Okay, so I'm taking one of the local roads. This goes towards Faro. It's not the highway, but which you would have taken before they put the highways in to get from one side of the Algarve to the other. And I like it because it gave me the opportunity to see, because I wanted to know, well, where do the local people live? As you travel around Lagos, you see it's quite expensive, but you see a lot of local people there. So the people who are there have lived there for years. Others who've moved recently live on the outskirts in a town like this. So you see the buildings give you a little bit of the local culture, local flavor. And we were on our way to one of the larger grocery stores, Candid. There's one in the city, and we were heading to the other one outside. I wanted to give you a closer look at Section 5 pool area. Remember, I don't know if I said it before, none of the pools are heated, but you do have plenty of seating for this area. So each section has their own pool, and we're in the number 5 section, so this is our private pool. But truthfully, anybody can walk through and visit this pool. You just have to go underneath, and that's where the entrance to the pool is. So it's nice that we all have our own pool. That way it keeps it from getting too crowded in one particular area. Here we have the main building where check-in is, and they do have a hotel in this building, or you can stay in one of the outer buildings where I did. I just decided to take a walk and follow these signs where they would bring me, and away we go. Can you see that? The hidden sign? So we followed the sign. It said it was another pool, the adult pool, and when we walked down and we found the entrance to the beach. Oh, look, this is the beach. This is the path to the beach. It's behind the property. There's a sign directing you to go this way, so you can walk out the main entrance and turn right, or you could stay on the property and go behind it or by the pool and walk straight down this path to the beach. So I do stand corrected. There is another pool. So there is the one that I was at yesterday, which I'll go back to and do another picture of. And then this is the adults only, which you have to walk around the edge. So seemingly they're side by side of each other, but there's a building in between. So that's kind of neat when you think about it. But anyway, let me show you the pool. So it's another infinity pool. It is smaller, but the cool thing about this one is that it's an adult only one. So that's really neat. And you have your own bar here as well. So they do have an adult only side, and I finally found it on my last day. You can go through the building, or you can walk around the property, which I found to be the easiest access to this pool unless you're staying in the hotel part. But there's plenty of seating. I did not see a hot tub, but that's just me. I looked for it, I didn't see it, so maybe I just never found it. All the pools that I saw were not heated. It does get cool, remember that. The sun was beginning to set, but I discovered this pool on my last day. When you go inside, they have a gym, and I found this inside pool. So there are no shortage of pools. I believe this one may be heated because it was quite warm in this area. Just wanted you to see what I meant when I say they have plenty of tunnels, and it was kind of confusing to find the adult only pool. This is the inside access going to and from that pool. This is the gym, and outside of this gym is the main pool with the wading pool that I showed you at the beginning of this video. Now, right above the gym and the other main pool area for families is this lobby. And off from the lobby, you'll find the one restaurant. And this is it. This is where you would come in the morning and have breakfast. And they do have lunch available and dinner. Also, off from check-in, this is the way you would go up the stairs if you were staying at the main hotel. I just did a quick little walk up to give you an idea of what it looks like inside the main entrance of that hotel. So, not bad. So what you see here is the main entrance when you come in for the first time, and this is the lobby area where you would sit. I found a lot of people there because of the check-in times and check-out times. So a lot of people have to sit here and wait to leave. And beautiful sunset again. And we're wrapping up this part of the video. But I just love the view from my terrace. It was just amazing every night. Spectacular. Welcome back. You know what? This is just my final wrap-up of my assessment of this particular accommodation. It builds itself as a luxury resort. I don't find it to be that. It is a very nice accommodation. Would I consider it luxury? No, but you have to remember that I'm coming from a different hemisphere. So what a US person would consider luxury, this is not it. When we hear luxury, we're used to the US, we're used to the Caribbean, and when they say luxury, it really means it. So while these are very nice, adequate accommodations, the fact that you're charged for little things like ice if you go to the bar, not that I even needed it, but just the fact that he says, oh yeah, yes, you can purchase ice. Who purchases ice at a resort? Come on. So that just turned me off, put a bad taste in my mouth. I wound up not even buying any drinks after that. And it's just the nickel and diming, like they make such a huge deal about the towels. You know, most of the time, I mean, every hotel has a process where you get towels and turn them in. A lot of the times you just give them your room number, they write it down when you turn it in, they check it off. Here they give you a little card. So if you happen to lose your little card, then you know you have to pay for the towel whether you use one or not. So it's small things, not big. The fact that, you know, we have a king size bed with little baby pillows, and it's just the rooms aren't serviced, which is fine, but then they say, okay, if you want a towel, you can get one once a week. So it's just something to consider. I'm not saying anything is wrong with accommodations because they are quite nice, but when you see the word luxury, you may think of one thing in particular, and I just don't want you to have the same concept of luxury here that you would have in the Caribbean or in the US, because it's not the same. So it's European luxury. So just think of it as tiers of luxury, and this will be a lower tier. So I didn't understand how come there were so many people in the lobby when I arrived. I arrived at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's kind of strange, the connections by the train and flights, everything is quite late. They really don't connect well. So the checkout time is 10 a.m. That's right, 10 a.m. Not 11, not 12, 10. So of course, I just assumed that it was 11 or 12 o'clock checkout until I'm here with my family. My mother said, no, he said 10 a.m. And when I checked, it was 10 a.m. And in fact, they even sent a text yesterday to find out what time I would be checking out. Duh, 10 o'clock? Why am I going to leave any earlier than that? Especially since my accommodation won't be ready until 4. So what are you going to do? Anyway, so we're going to stay here. We're going to enjoy the resort a little bit. At first I was going to wear my swimsuit, but I had some other things I want to do, so I said that'll be too inconvenient. So we're just going to relax here by the pool. We have some things we have to do, and then we continue our day. So in order for you to get the full picture of what the pool is like, this is where you enter from the main hotel, and the main pool for families is on the other side where you see these fixtures in the fish. And this is the main entrance. We're about to leave, and that's building 5 right in front of you. So this is it. I'm about to leave Belmar, and I hope you enjoyed this overview. After we left the resort, we went down to the beach just to get a view of the property from a distance. This is Praia de Moix, right there, walking distance to the hotel. Now this was another resort that was in the area that I had saw while I was booking my accommodation at Belmar. It's called Cascade Wellness Resort. And I decided, since I was so close, to just go and see what this property had to offer. And so basically I just drove around, looked at some of the units. It's quite large, this property. And it's a very nice choice. In fact, I think if I do go back to the Lagos area, I will try this resort because they have a variety of accommodations. They have whole villas, they have an apartment, so you really do have lots to choose from. Also, you do have proximity to the water. You can see the water, and you're not far from the beach at this one either. And they have tennis courts and other things. So I just drove around this property just for a little bit to give you a quick highlight of what it was like, and then I exited and we left Lagos for good, heading to Faro. So the next video is of Faro, and it won't be as long as it has been. I was a bit under the weather and I do everything myself, so I apologize. That's nice. A little play area. So tell me, what do you think of Lagos? Would you go there? What's your favorite place to visit in the Algarve or in Portugal or in Europe in general? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I appreciate your feedback, and I hope you did enjoy this video. My choice of places to visit in Portugal, my favorite area really would be between Lisbon and Porto. The Algarve wasn't really my cup of tea, but I did make 2 more stops, so stay tuned because we're going to make a stop in Albufeira and then after that Faro. So I hope you have a great week, and I hope you visit me again at this channel. If you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I put out my next video. And as always, until we meet again, happy travels. Bye for now.